The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
I think what's been most transformational for our business in the past 2 to 3 years has been the evolution of a number of different licensed partners who had opened the doors now for co-manufacturing and collaboration with different businesses. Whereas before then, the primary usage of machines out in the field was to produce brands standalone for the company who had bought the machinery.
Welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom, and joining me now is Brent Charlton, the CEO of EnWave Corp. And Brent, great to see you again. How are you?
I'm well, Steve. Thanks for connecting today.
Yeah, so a news out from the company about another deal. And this is a company that you would work with before. Is it Rhizome? Is that how you say it?
That's correct. So the business entity is called Rhizome. It's a food and farming company that was created by Dan Barber, who is a world-renowned multiple Michelin star chef out of New York State. And they had been working with our technology for more than a year, doing different development projects on products that were being harvested from their farming operations, actually. So we're talking about the top, most nutritious genetics in fruit and vegetables and other food products that they've now decided to try to take to market commercially. And that should be through Rhizome with the acquisition of this REV equipment that they have.
Yeah, you mentioned Dan Barber, a well-known name, really a celebrity chef, so to speak. And so having someone like that using your product and seeing the value in it, I would think is a real big one for the company.
Absolutely. Obviously he's got his celebrity, but also he has his influence in industry, more importantly, where he's highly respected for his regenerative thoughts and influence in that particular area. And so now with the necessary investment into this particular business, Rhizome, we could easily see this transforming into a large-scale operation sometime in the future.
I noted in the news release you talked about some of your partners and how Rhizome has an opportunity to work with some of those partners as well. You've created a really good network here, Brent. Do you see that as well?
I do, and I think what's been most transformational for our business in the past 2 to 3 years has been the evolution of a number of different licensed partners who had opened the doors now for co-manufacturing and collaboration with different businesses. Whereas before then, the primary usage of machines out in the field was to produce brands standalone for the company who had bought the machinery. So now we have a platform where we can work with the largest brands globally who may not be willing to invest in capital equipment themselves, but have drying options to take these new products to market via a micro-dried or a branch out foods or a process here in Mexico, and now could be through Rhizome in New York.
Yeah. And lastly, obviously the years had last year where you saw great successes and you're hoping for the same this year. And we talked about in the past that you're already off to a really great start already. Are you talking about more in your pipeline? Can you talk a bit about that and how the rest of 2026 is looking?
Yeah, thanks, Steve. And I want to be candid and state that, to be honest, the first half of our year has been a bit of a disappointment, given that we haven't yet announced any large scale transactions, even though we have many in our pipeline. The inherent nature of our business has always been lumpy quarter to quarter. So it's the potential that we could have, 2 or 3 orders in one quarter and 0 in other quarters. So in regards to the outlook, it's still very much optimistic and we have internal confidence. However, it would be nice to get on the tape some larger scale transactions in the near future.
All right, we'll look forward to hearing more about those. Brent, congratulations on this exciting news with Dan Barber and Rhizome, and great to see you again.
Thanks very much, Steve.
All right, there is Brent Charlton, the CEO of EnWave Corp.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as proactiveinvestors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.